mean, 2-second delay is good. I think. I see the link. I got a copy. It won't play in Discord. Hold on. All right, go. Yeah, looks good. I'm gonna have to mute it though. I'm hearing my like. It'd be cool to hear the music of the game, but I can't. I'd rather have Discord. It's getting pretty pixelated, so to me it doesn't look any better at all. Honestly, I mean, not really, not in any meaningful way. Just lots of compression. Not pixelated, but lots of compression artifacts. No, I mean, it does look better. The problem is that if it was in a brighter area, there'd be less compression artifacts. But it's such a still looks better. Felt like I really need the mood music. I mean, it is nice. It does add to the atmosphere of the game for sure. There's so many of these like smaller dungeons that it's impossible for me to recognize which ones I am there. Which one is it going to give you? Or is that the one that gives you health when you attack? Honestly, a lot of those ones, it was my experience that they weren't impactful enough for it to really matter. That's what I'm thinking it is. I could be wrong. Hit him out twice. Just right there with that bush. Oh yeah, all you have to do is ride the blade, step on it and ride up, and then jump over there and kill him. Yeah, I've done this dungeon before. You just gotta kill that guy. You just walk over to where the blade is, and as it comes up out of the ground, it'll raise you up like an elevator. I mean, if you think it'll be less compression, it's really not that bad. I can just deal with it. Don't bother taking the time to do it. If you get out into a brighter environment, I'll be able to see it anyway. I think as far as like plus the smooth motion is not like it's crazy. I can definitely tell the difference between one play that it's 60 instead of 30. You know, with movies and stuff, we would all prefer 60 if it had been programmed to be used to the better of low frame rate for so long. We don't like it because it feels weird because used to something being a certain way, and my brain is like, this isn't what I'm expecting. I don't like this. But if you just forced yourself to have it at the higher frame rate for like a year, like you had no choice, everything was at that higher frame rate, when you went back, you'd be like, oh my god, this is fucking terrible. I think that was that stupid torch that was coming back. Yeah, that was actually was part of myself. I saw that and that I was like, oh, I'm just gonna rub the blade. I thought about that the second I saw it. I'm not saying that you didn't. I'm saying no, I was trying to keep going. It's not like it was that hard to figure out. But. Actually, I think when you killed the guy with the torch, I thought they all dropped dead immediately. There was a thing that you could drop down over there. If you... Oh, that was a regular one. If you look to the right... I don't know if that's where you're supposed to go. I can't remember. I know some of them that you're supposed to go down things like that. You might be supposed to be hitting the wall somewhere. There you go. Yeah, there's apparently a big delay because I said that before. Yeah. Like, what talismans you got? The bull goat talisman raises your poise, so it makes it harder for you to get knocked down, which is nice. Uh, I mean, what? No, I don't think. It says specifically sorceries. Raises potency of sorceries. So it doesn't raise potency of magic, just sorceries specifically. It's called out. Um, honestly, I don't know definitively. I think like backstabs are critical hits, and like hits and like the weak spots are critical hits. And I think no, it doesn't. I think maybe jumping attacks are critical hits, but if they're not, then critical hits are pretty few and far between. I It makes me think that it has to be something like that because otherwise, no one would ever recommend you use it. Because, like in my experience, I always felt like there's better uses of. Yeah. Oh, so you have to break their poise or hit them in one of the weak spots. Yeah, that's not very often, dude. I don't see where that's that great. Honestly, it does not. I mean, you should try it, but I don't. As I remember, it does not do that. However, there's an awesome weapon that you can get, Brad, where you hold it in your offhand and you don't use it. You just hold it in your offhand. Like you wouldn't use it while you're using Moonveil. You just use the Moonveil. But it's the good thing about it is that it's for every kill it gives you back 5 FP. So when you're going around in your fight, so what you would do is you basically just fight with your one weapon, because it's not a katana, so you can't do the double swing with it. They're not the same type. That doesn't work. Swing one individually or the other individually, so you wouldn't use it for attack. That's a really powerful weapon. And you'll never guess how you get it. Something I told you need to do a while ago. You need to do Dung Eater's quest. It's his weapon. It's called the Sword of Milos. It's really good. That's what I was talking about. Like, the problem with this game is that you get strong and you start to feel like you can take on whatever. But even the weakest areas, there are monsters that can punish you for being overconfident. I mean, sure, in the very, very beginning, it's going to be harder for them to punish you like that, but it's not impossible. Yeah, when you pull the lever. Just so you know, the cemetery shade is super duper low health. You can just blitz it down really fast if you are aggressive. I know where you are now. Mm-hmm. You can just run around the circles, have your shade, have Guy kill him. Told you his health is not significant. You know what to do with Deathroot, right? You go to the very northern, eastern outcrop of Kaled to the beast clergyman Garank, and you give it to him. I said the beast clergyman Garank, the big giant beast man. You definitely want to keep feeding the rank. More death. Why are you heading back down? I thought you already through this dungeon. I mean, from what I can tell, you basically saw everything in here. I wonder if there's a football spell there that I don't use the double swing unless I'm fighting something with a whole lot of health, because I feel like it's just not as fast, and you're more nimble using a single blade. No, it's 60%. It's yeah, hold on. $46.86. Know where you got it. The dead-looking guy that was hanging out by Sir Gideon's door attacked you when you went into Round Table Hold one time. Instead of it being normal, it was dark and there was someone attacking you. You kill him, and then when you go back there, his armor's laying there for you to pick it up. What I always did is go to your helm. There's helms. I don't know if you have it yet, but there's a wooden Ronin mask that you can equip that is really light, and it adds to your stats to do more damage. And so you basically lose almost all of the weight from the helm slot. You don't have it. You don't have it. There's another helm that's amazing for blood loss, but unfortunately, I don't know how to tell you to get there because you don't have a legitimate copy of the game. It is the best blood loss helm in the game. Increases your damage by 10%, just straight up, 10% more damage. 10% more from blood loss. Once you get a blood loss proc going, that's where most of your damage is coming from, though, so who cares? Looking it up. Okina Mines. You need to go to Spirit Collar Cave. Which is... Wait a second, no. Hold on. It's somewhere up in the area where all the frozen giants are at. There's a church up north. No. You do need to go to Castle Sol, though. You need to beat it, and then you need to go to the very top of there and open the chest and get the medallion piece. Don't know. It's in order to get where you're going. In order to get there, you're gonna have to not there. You're gonna have to go fight the ice dragon and then keep going around. From the ancient snowy, you know, the big frozen lake, because you had to have gone up to the left, right, in order to get up there. You need to go to the... You need to move to the east. It's further east from where you're pointing at. Yeah, you need to go there. And there's also the second best katana in the game. Arguably better than a Moonveil in certain situations. It's way more blood loss. Possibly. Like if you have all of the accompanying blood loss gear, you can do some serious business. You should go straight down that frozen lake, straight ahead. Need to be. I think you need to stay on your horse on the dragon fight, so it doesn't matter what your armor rating is. As far as the weight, you should be summoning the good, man. Careful, that frost build up. If you get frost build up all the way, you're gonna like go from high health to death almost instantly. Frostbite makes you take more damage from all sources. Mimicking you is not mimicking your horse. Or it, whatever it is. No, you cannot. You don't just have to fight him without your spirit ashes what he does. I mean, once he dies, you just rest at a side of grace and you can set him again. Unequip. You need to unequip what? Wouldn't have that crap in my pouch. I don't know. I never put anything in there to begin with. Anything that's not that. Maybe your physique. Not in your pouch, you didn't. You only had 3 things in there. Or you could just have only the 3 things in there if you want them, for all I care. Basically, what I'm saying, Brad, is I don't care what you put in your little pouch. Little fancy pouch boy. I never used a little fancy pouch. You're saying that your Elden Bob does not throw? The boss music is loud as fuck. This is one of the harder dragons. You don't have enough health, they won't let you use it. As it will kill you. Yoshi. Yeah, when you died in the other boss in the catacombs, you were already low on health and you summoned the guy that brought you almost to zero. And then you basically got 1 hit after you summoned it, so low on health. That's the reason why I'm at. And he didn't like him in some fights, like the boss is too aggressive. I don't have time to get it off and get a health pot off before I'm getting fucked in the ass. Like, I don't know, man. Just to me, the Mimic is just really good. Like there's really, in my mind, there's only 2 or 3 summons this is one of the harder dragons up to this point, but he's really not that bad. You need to get right around to the back of him and just swing at his leg just as many times as you can before he moves. Then just do that over and over and over again. And if you can't get to it, he might hit you with the tail, but it's not going to be the same kind of damage you get from a bite or the main thing is the breath. Fuck, don't get hit by the breath. Stay behind him. He can't get you with the ice breath. And also summon your dude when you've got some distance so you're not getting hit immediately. I just go up behind him and just start swinging my sword as fast as I can on this behind. Some people will go in and try to get the critical hits on the head, meaning they want to target his leg. You can change the target to his leg. You didn't summon him. Oh. Oh. Honestly, this is one of the few fights where having a range like an archer might not be a bad option to have one, just because it's so hard to. That hit you took from his head, see how it took like 40% of his health? Side, I thought, but anyway, one is if you're wearing that black knife armor, it would take like 50%. Like it's not an insignificant difference in your defense when you go down to that, which is why I'm like, really don't like. No, kill him instead. This is one of the cooler dragon fights in my opinion. Oh, literally and figuratively. He's enough different than your standard fire or magic dragon breath. But, I think the ice dragon is awesome. You know, if you're having a hard time hitting his foot, hit his wing, it's huge. Hitting something is doing more damage than missing every time you swing with it. I saw you swing like 5 times and missed every one of them. Oh, you do know when you're on horseback, the left trigger will swing to the left and the right will swing to the right. Not nearly enough to be off of your horse. No. Probably. If you have the one, there is an item that gives you heavily resist all non-physical damage is what you need, but you don't have it, and I don't remember where you get it. Probably somewhere that you can't get to. On this particular one, I would get rid of your magic one because you're not using magic. There's no reason to wear that magic crest when you're not using magic on the sky, like, at all. Although you could put your staff in your right hand and switch over to your staff and be casting Rock Sling or something at him from a distance. There's no reason you can't do that. No. Resistance to instant death. Vigor is health. Oh, I use the Crimson Talisman definitely when you don't have anything else better. You might as well get more health back when you drink a potion. You don't want to have your sword equipped as well? That'd be a mistake, I think. On your right hand, you only have your staff alone. You're not going to have a sword available to switch to? That's crazy. Not when you're gonna stop what you're doing. You're gonna hold Y and press the left attack button just to be able to make it where you can swing your weapon. You should have a sword in your right hand on. No, you have 3 right hand slots. The staff in one and your sword in the other. Yeah. Sorry, what? No. Oh. Okay. I don't know what to do to make this fucking printer work. Every time we need to use it, it doesn't work. We buy new ink, and then it doesn't work again the next time we need to use it. I'm not going to remember to print something on it on a regular basis. I don't print shit, so I don't know what to do. No, we did not get a laser printer. We should have. I made the decision not to because she wanted it to look pretty for, like... No, it didn't. We got a shitty cartridge printer. I got what was supposed to have been good based on reviews. I don't know flying fuck about printers. I don't know enough to know whether or not it's good or not. It's expensive, and like if you don't print with it constantly, then the head gets fucked up and it doesn't print. And it's just spending hundreds of dollars on ink that ends up getting thrown away if you don't print the goddamn thing with it. So, do you have the same issue with laser printers where you have to print all of them? means the window's better. The problem is, like, when you go to print, like, there's all the lines that are through it. The print head is fucked up. There's nothing wrong with, like, the software. It's just, when you go to print, it's all fucked up. So I would think there would be, unless there's something to get clogged with a laser printer, I would think it would be a non-issue. But I know that the colors on laser printers aren't as nice. Ruxling doesn't have a really big range. You have to be fairly close. I mean, how often do you have to print with a laser, with an inkjet to keep it from getting fucked up? Is it like once a week, every couple of days, every day? No, I'm about the regular Epson 444. Does one of these eco tank printers cost? If you go to him right now, back to where he spawned, he should still have the same health. I don't think he resets his health. But you can't get him but so far away from where you fight or he goes back. You can cast from him without him being aware of you. You might be able to just ride by him if you really don't want to fight him. Get on your horse and ride by and see what happens. I don't know. I fought him until I beat him, so I don't know if you can, but... Yeah, dude, the church go to it. When it's, yeah, the brighter it is, it's not quite as bad. It's still very obviously suppressed, but yeah, you can get I think 5 and 6 stones from that, unlimited. on the somber stones. You're gonna go to the right. Turn right. That's the left. I said turn right. Where the? I don't know. I know based upon where you're looking. Turn around till you look where you're looking straight and go that way. And go towards the other church that's in the distance. There's another church. So you go to the, hold on, yeah, you go to the west-northwest. You can't get to it from down there. You got to go back up where you were at. No, you're going the wrong way. You need to go back to the other church, and then you got to be up higher. You went. You got to stay as far to the left as you can while going that direction from the other church. It's a thing that you don't feel like doing right now. I mean, there's cool shit in there, but you're not gonna feel like doing it. Dungeon is hard as fuck. That's the dungeon I said you needed to go to, but I was like, actually, I think you can get the katana and the helm by going up to this other church without having to do that thing. If what I'm looking at is right. These also these lobsters are fucking awful, so you want to avoid them. I remember I was talking about that fucking lobster. I was talking about that lobster right there. I don't know if you remember or not. I was bitching about a lobster bread. And now you know which lobster I was bitching about. Left, turn left. Going the wrong way. Oh, I guess you can. You're wrong. I'm right. Wait, I'm right. No, you're right. I'm wrong. To the right. What fire dudes? Oh, I don't know. doesn't seem right, Brad. I thought there was another church over here. You don't have to fight these guys. Is there a church over there? That is a church there, isn't it? You get the mask in the same spot you get the Rivers of Blood katana. Remember what is this place called? This isn't Castle Sol, is it? It looks similar in its layout. You're gonna have to run. You're gonna have to run through that front door and then summon the horse on your way out. You can't have the horse inside the building, and that area you're on right this second counts as the building. So you go through there, and you go through the front door, you should be able to summon the horse out the side. Your health is super low. Are you out of potions? That building over there in the distance. There's got to be a way to get there. I need to look it up again. There's got to be a written guide that can tell me more precisely what to get reverse. There should be an invader that comes in if you're at the right spot. Yeah, Game Ranks 13 days ago called Rivers of Blood the best weapon in the game. I like it a lot, but I am also a huge fan of the other weapon, Moonveil. And the Moonveil's available. Oh, yeah, what you're looking at there is a secret. It's an invisible walkway that you have to walk in, and there's several turns on it. It's super pain in the ass. In order to do that, you basically have to look up a video on how to do it. I think so, but still easy to fuck up on. There's something cool there, but that's not what you're... The Rivers of Blood is at the Church of Repose. Yes, I was right. It is at the church down there, but you just hadn't got there yet. No, it's called the Church of Repose. R-E-P-O-S-E. I got a map for you. I'm going to post the map.
Please. Turn on flipping, click, Windows logo, Shift S.
And the I gotta turn HDR off. That's gonna look washed out to you. I just thought about that. Yeah, you're gonna look at it and be like, that's almost pure widescreen because I've got HDR on. Want to have it posted twice, and you'll see it with and without HDR, and we'll see if there's a difference. I think there will be. Yeah, I posted two copies of the map in general bobbery. The first one I took with HDR on, the second one I took with it and turned it off. Anyways, it shows you where the Church of Repose is, which is where you need to go. I think there's also another golden seed and another sacred tear over there, so it's just good all around and get lots of good shit in one spot. The video guides on how to get to the Church of Repose. You should probably check those out.